Tryna say I'm only enemy. Got a cold with my dogs, can't get in between. I can give them life, no more energy. Amen.
Welcome in, everybody. Another episode of the Promo Plays, where me and JJ will come on here, tell you what the promos on some of these big sports books are, and give you guys some plays for both of them. They're some of the best ways to take money from the sports books consistently. Make sure you're staying profitable, and we don't want you guys to overlook them, so that's what we're doing. Before we get into what we got today, JJ, how are we feeling, man?
Feeling great, even though it's not the craziest slate to be looking at, but it's what you get at the end of the season. It's what you should be expecting. So you got to dive a little bit deeper on these plays.
I mean, based on what we've been having lately, this is one of the better ones. We don't have any spreads that are more than 11 points. We also don't have any that are like only 1 point where you really don't know which way to go. For the most part, we know what we should be getting out of these games. Are we going to get it? Probably not, but we work with what we got. But today, what we got is we have a FanDuel promo that I'll put on the screen here, brought to us by The Ringer, 30% profit boost on player performance doubles, which is basically it's basically a parlay between a player prop and that team to win. But instead of just having a 2-leg parlay, it combines it into one. I don't really know why they do it like that, but I'm not the one making the promo. I'm just giving you guys the 30% boost, and me and JJ will get into in a little bit what we got for that one. But the other boost we got is going to be on ESPN. They just have a general basketball boost. I think that's a 20% one and a 30% one. The max on that is $50, so we'll be taking advantage of that as well. And then at the end, we're going to give you guys another projections parlay. We missed by one, and it was a one Josh Giddey assist yesterday. Would have cashed us for like plus 1,000, but we'll make it back today. Let's kick things off with the player performance double parlay. And we had two ideas here. One was going with 3 or 4 where we're taking the favorite and a player prop we like in that game. But there's one prop that me and JJ both really, really love in a game that we think could be really sneaky. And that is Spencer Dinwiddie, 7+ assists, and Dallas to win. JJ, kick things off on why we just absolutely love this one.
Well, for one thing, they really don't have any guards outside of like Brandon Williams right now that's like actually been hooping. He's a starter. I think one of the biggest things, surprisingly, is Dante Exum being out. And this has allowed him to be a starter for the last, I think, 4 games or so.
Yeah,
and
4 games, about right.
Double-digit potential assists. I think he's had 7+ in all the 4 games, right? Yeah,
Yep.
So, I mean, Knicks typically kind of a tough matchup for assists, but a lot of his assists come in the paint too, which is where their weakness is. So how I love to attack them all season, and I think a lot of assists should be getting there this today. So I mean, anything else you want to add?
Just giving you some of the specifics to the numbers you're giving us out. So in the last 4 games, 7+ assists in each of them. Potential assists were 11, 14, 13, and 10. That 10 came in a game with Anthony Davis taking away some usage, and in a game that was a blowout where he only saw 29 minutes. He had 12 assists on 10 potential. So Anthony Davis should be out today. His assists should, or his potential assists should go back up. Maybe the efficiency goes down a little bit. But there's also the aspect of PJ Washington. I know you talked about Dante Exum being out. His assist efficiency goes up a lot with PJ Washington on the floor. I think with everybody out, including XM and PJ Washington on the floor, he averages like 8 assists per 36 minutes this season. He should see 30+ pretty comfortably. I mean, he just saw 29 in a blowout win. So he gets the Knicks here who, I mean, the Knicks haven't really been that great since Brunson has been out. So I don't know why. Like, it's a 10.5 point spread. This should be like a 3-point spread maybe. Like, I know Dallas has been bad, but they've also been better since PJ Washington came back. And I do think that's worth mentioning. I can pull up both their game logs.
And these two-way players play hard because they're trying to earn contracts. So
exactly. So lately for Dallas, they took care of Brooklyn. They actually beat Detroit. And like, they have a string of losses here, but only 4 to the Pacers, only 5 to the 76ers. Got smoked by Houston, which makes sense. Houston's one of the better teams in the NBA. 10 to the Spurs after beating them the game before. 9 to the Suns. 11 to the Grizzlies. So That's the last 9 games. I don't know exactly which one of them PJ Washington came back, but it's not that they have a winning record in these stretches. Is that they're not really getting blown out by 30 plus. Like they do still have some fight in them, and I do think that's worth mentioning. So having his assist efficiency go up, PJ Washington being active and helping this team, and then the flip side of this is the Knicks without Jalen Brunson have not been anything special. He got injured in this Lakers game. They lost in overtime after he got injured. Lost to the Clippers, took care of business against the Kings, tipped the cap. I think that was, no, it wasn't a back-to-back. Forgive me. Overtime against the Portland Trail Blazers, where Scoot Henderson was cooking them. Lost to the Warriors, didn't even put up 100 points. Took care of a Heat team that was on a 7-game losing streak, not really giving them credit for that. Lost to the Spurs, lost to the Charlotte Hornets, both by 15 plus, and then they beat the Washington Wizards, which I'm also not giving them credit for. So to give the Knicks 11 points against this Mavericks team that hasn't really been losing in blowout fashions, I'm not buying it. And I mean, we can talk about just the Mavericks gave up everybody, but on the flip side of that, that means they're playing bench guys, rotation guys, 10-day contract guys, G League guys. These guys are playing for their careers. Nobody's going to be playing harder in the NBA at this point of the season than those types of players. Kai Jones has been going crazy because if Kai Jones doesn't, then his career is done. So Dallas is very much in position to do well in this game, I think.
I agree.
So Dallas upset against the Knicks at Madison Square Garden. Everybody wants to turn up when they go to the Garden. Next up, we have the ESPN Parlay, and you guys know with these Parlay Boosts, what we like to do is give out some of our favorite game line picks. So that's what we're doing. We're starting things off with the pick that nobody is going to want to take with us, the Miami Heat plus 5.5. And for me, we have different reasons that we love this. For me, it's Davion Mitchell should be able to. Davion Mitchell gets around screens like nobody in the NBA. He is the best in the NBA at it, in my opinion, at navigating through screens. And that's Curry's bread and butter. If Curry does play right now, he's questionable. He practiced yesterday. I'm assuming he does. Davion Mitchell can mitigate that more so than other defenders. Obviously, Curry will still be Curry. So then it comes down to Jimmy Butler, Draymond Green, Jonathan Kuminga, pods against Hero, Bam, and Wiggins. I think that's a closer toss-up than people probably think.
Yeah. And I know this Miami team is going to be playing pretty hard against Golden State just because of the way Jimmy Butler has let them down throughout the entire season. And just like, he just kind of like threw the rest of the team aside for his own like personal gain. Understandable, but the team is going to be pissed off. So they're going to be playing a little bit harder.
Pat Riley's probably going in that locker room telling everybody, if you don't get 10 points, your contract is terminated tomorrow.
Yep.
So Heat plus 5.5, they are at home too, which I think is worth mentioning. But next up, Dallas plus 10.5. We already kind of talked about this spread is too high for a Dallas team that hasn't been getting blown out, going against a Knicks team that hasn't been good without Brunson. And the Mavs just, by the way, the Mavs have not tossed in the towel in the season. They are not tanking. They're like, Anthony Davis played yesterday because apparently people, I don't know if it was the front office or who in the organization told Anthony Davis, bro, rest. Like, the season's over. Just chill. And he said, no, I'm playing. Fuck that. You have to imagine that spilled over to some of the other guys on the team as well. So Dallas, by the way, they're only like a game out of the play-in tournament against the Suns. And Suns aren't exactly streaking. So they could go ahead and do it. And lastly, the Cavs minus 6.5 against the Trailblazers. The Trailblazers are in a unique position where they're tanking. They're not getting in the playoffs, but everybody that's playing also has their career solidified. They have their spots there for next season. Nobody's playing for their life, really. So there's just not that much motivation outside of just hooping. And if we're just talking hoops, the Cavs got better hoops in them than the Blazers. I think 6.5 is a very small spread for a Cavs game in this scenario, even though Donovan Mitchell's out.
Yeah, you're not going to – I don't think we're going to get any Evan Mobley like getting
foul trouble.
Not ejected, but foul trouble. Because he didn't play overtime at all. They still won by
He
4
fouled out
points.
before.
Yeah.
He had 3 fouls for two fouls first quarter, so the issue started early. Not to mention, there was an NBA record 97 fouls called in that game, and it wasn't like a hard fought game. Like this was just terrible officiating. That's not going to happen again.
That's
not
crazy.
happening again. So
Yes.
we had to get the boost. We had to put in a player prop or just an SGPX. Anyways, we put Garland 10 plus points. If he doesn't roll his ankle in the first quarter, he should take care of that for us. So that gives us a 30% boost. Takes us from plus 597 to plus 776. $50 to win $440. Go ahead and lock that in. And for the projections parlay, this is what we cooked up. For those of you that follow me on Twitter, you know I got projections every day, and I like to make projections parlays here and there. And JJ helped me cook today's up. There's no promo for this one, just a little something extra for you guys. We got the points projections, overs, unders. Obviously, we got Mikal Bridges top of the list, and Jalen Wells. His minutes are pretty volatile, so take that with a grain of salt. Curry, J-Dub, Jaren Jackson, we got those guys. Then we also got assist projections. Hold on. Assist projections. And the assist projections are a lot stronger today. So we got Garland, Payne, Josh Hart, J-Dub at the top. Chris Paul, Pods, and Denny Avdia along the bottom. Put that all together, and this is what we got. Cam Payne and Darius Garland both top of the assist projections. The correlation with Cat having a good game and Payne stacking up assists is pretty strong in this one, and the Dallas Paint defense has been pretty poor, and the projections liked him for 30.1 points, so we took him for a 30 ball. Both those together is plus 725. If you have a boost, please use it. This is a show about promos after all. We might be able to put this together on ESPN Plus, actually, but a little too late. So go ahead and lock that in. Other than that, make sure you guys like, subscribe. Appreciate you as always. JJ, always good to do some videos with you. And we'll have more coming for you guys tomorrow. Let's rock.